EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The crowd is alive, and with good reason. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year, and off we go on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, faking the give. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second and 7. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Throwing now from the gun, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The outside, caught by Neighbors. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing now on first and 10. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Here's second and 9. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's a third and 10. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll come out throwing here. This looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of the Giants has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. They face second down and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Giants.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Back to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. Powering forward. He's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. They'll look to throw. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
They'll run with Jacobs. Finding space inside the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Singletary now on 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Singletary. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line. So after 1, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, it's the Giants leading this one early. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here's Jacobs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, New York. Now, Cano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. on the ground to start. They give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. Decisions made, you've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 3rd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. into the hands of Brock Wright. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Running is Jacobs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
First down, New York.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This one is caught by Reed. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Open man, left side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. So a big one there to start the drive. And even 50 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board just before halftime.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room.
That's the end of the first half. With the score,
So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's with pick number 6. Brings up second and 4.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So on fourth down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he's not going to get away here. Great cover. They pin him down inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Williams in motion. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 25-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. This defense backed up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And this time he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here comes the blitz as he looks. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Pretty
just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here's Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. The Lions will punt this ball away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own 43-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Like, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he will have a Giants 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches. So one. First and 10. Running from the pistol, it's Jacobs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. second down and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Detroit.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. A ball deep for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Williams in motion. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A gain there of 15. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
He'll get it inside the 20. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Adds to the end zone, but they can't get it. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. He throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Now Singletary. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third and long. On the give, it's Tracy. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job on the defense, and it's 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
At the 50-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
He'll let this one go long for Williams.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs. So a road win here for the Giants as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend.